Shalom, 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 Yasha'Allah. This your boy, Brother Shamwa Allah, back at you with another quick edifying video. Today's lesson is going to be called More Doomsday Prophecy. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Call Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, and his only begotten Son's name, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi. All right, and the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, who have ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, and has pushed this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom. Another mighty shalom to all you Akim out there laboring on the highways and on the hedges and on the unicorn, which is this internet, pushing this 100% doctrine, this 100% truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom to you all as well. All right, like I said, today's lesson is going to be called More Doomsday Prophecy. All right, and this is from Radar Online. It says, exclusive Alabama Doomsday Virus Epidemic Alert. How deadly new pathogen could cripple the world by sparking new global pandemic and killing everyone it affects. All right. It says a frightening new, never before seen virus has emerged in Alabama, and experts fear the unpredictable pathogen will ignite the next global demic and kill or delete almost everyone it affects. It says the Camp Hill virus, which was found near a town of the same name in Tallapoosa County, and a mole like shrews, has yet to make the critical leap from animals to humans. It says, but virologists say the worrying contagion belongs to the Henipavirus family, a group of bugs that previously infected people and triggered an alarming 2020 outbreak in China. It says the disturbingly Henipavirus infections have no cure or preventive maintenance. All right. It says, and the lethal Nifpa and Hendra variants wipe out up to 75% of afflicted. It says, what concerns us in public health is we have this virus with a very high mortality rate, and if it were to mutate and transmit to humans and attack the kidneys, we have seen in some animals that could be particularly threatening to all mankind. There was something in here that this is what I wanted right here. So it says, digest chilling added. It said, I would say that there are three things that keep me up at night. All right, he's about to say the three things. He said, one is a nuclear war. The second is implications of changing climate. And the third is a global demic. That Camp Hill virus sits squarely in the bullseye of the demic concern. All right. That's what I wanted, right? You know, talking about the doomsday, a doomsday virus, right? And, you know, it's just fitting, right? You know, we were just doing lessons about, you know, being doomsday prophets, Salakia, you know, and one thing that this guy said that keeps him up at night, one is what? Is nuclear war, right? And we'll go to that. And then the second says changing climates, right? Okay. But the third, right, is those demics, right? Those pestilence and plagues, you know, that are you know, are going to be afflicting this place. So I just want to get a couple of you know, scriptures. All right. Let's get into it, okay? Matter of fact, he said the first one, right, which was nuclear war, all right, which is scriptural, all right? So let's get this real quick. Let's go to, let's go to Jeremiah, right, 28, and let's start at verse number 7. It says, nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in thine ears and in the ears of all thy people. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries, against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. All right. You got this quote unquote, where they were talking about the change, climate change, right? But then you got your, Esau's got his planes out here with the chemtrails. You know what I mean? Trying to, mess up the ozone layer, right? But it says, the prophets that have been before me have prophesied both against many countries and great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence, right? And that's what we're continuing to prophesy against, right? When you prophesy, you to say something before it happens, and we're literally prophesying the downfall of Babylon, all right, which is and this whole society at this point, all right. And how is it going to go down? Right? By war, evil, and pestilence. Okay? So, the first one they said of war. All right? Let's get this. What is that? Isaiah, is it 9? I haven't pulled this out in a while. Let's see. Yep. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5, it says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. All right. So all wars, before they were all fought with, you had your swords, clinging, shields, people running through the battlefield, doing all this stuff. But it's saying this battle, right? It says, but this shall be burning and fuel of fire. All right. And this is talking about the third woe, right? Or World War III, all right? Or nuclear war, all right? Which is gonna come, all right? It's no stopping it, all right? So, because, this one that's burning with the fuel of fire is talking about those ICBM missiles, all right? And ultimately it's talking about the waster that was created, all right? Isaiah 54 and verse number 16, right? It says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, right? What is that work for? For the nuclear war that's going to happen. All right. It says, and I have created the waster. What is that waster? It's talking about those ICBM missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles, which are going to have nuclear capabilities, which are going to ultimately destroy Babylon and turn this place into the lake of fire. Okay, so this is what's coming. All right, it's already prophesied, right? So he says it keeps him up at night. Well, I guess he's gonna stay up from now until this stuff comes to play, because it's surely gonna come, right? Isaiah 55, right? In fact, Isaiah chapter 55 and 11, it says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it. All right. The NLT says, it is the same with my word. I send it out, and it always produces fruit. It will accomplish all I want it to, and it will prosper everywhere I send it. Okay. Now let's go to Revelation 11 and talk about that nuclear war. All right. This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse number 14. It says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right. And those woes are talking about world wars. All right. And so the second woe, our second world war, is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Right. And we're on the brink of that. We're on the brink of this third woe. Okay. We know that the MOTB, has to be implemented and pushed out And then we know this thing is going to, World War III is really, that's when those, right after that, that nuclear fire, that nuclear war that he's worried about, that's keeping him up at night, is going to take place. All right, according to the scriptures. All right, so it's going to happen. All right. When we go to Matthew 24, Yahawashi warned, of the wars and of the pestilence. All right, these doomsday viruses and these things of the nature, right? Matthew chapter 24, verse number 7, it says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be," Salakia, we start at verse number 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled." It says, "For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places." All right, and we see that, right? Earthquakes happen all the time. They don't even mention them no more, really. Very slightly, right? Because these things are going to continue to happen on the earth. In 2nd Esdras 16, it says, like a woman in travail, a woman giving birth, she's having contractions. The contractions get closer and closer. And that's what's happening, with these plagues and these pestilence. Okay. Matter of fact, let's get that. Let's see this. I'm going to start off here. 2nd Esdras chapter 15 and verse number 5. It says, "Behold, saith Yahawah Bahasham Rawchaa, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." All right, so the Lord is sending these plagues, right, for all the wickedness that is being done on the earth. Okay. Verse 49, just jump it down, it says, "I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction." Okay, so these pestilence, these virus, they're going to continue to happen. All right. 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse number 3, it says, "A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is it? And what is he that may drive them away?" Right? Nothing's going to drive it away. All right. It says, jump down to verse 8. It says, "The mighty Yahawah Bahasham Rawchaa sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?" All right. Let's see. Verse 13, it says, "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp," right? Talking about those ICBM missiles, right? They're likened unto arrows, "and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world." All right. Talking about that, that's that, that finishing touches of World War III. All right. When them ICBM missiles hit, the waster hits. All right. It says, "Behold, plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth." It says, "The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. It says, "Like an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again." Okay. Let's see. Verse number 18, it says, "The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and powers shall stand in fear, beginning of evils. And what shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment." Okay. Let's see. "For many," verse 22, it says, "For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Okay, so the Lord is setting all these things up ultimately for destruction, to destroy the wicked. Okay, it says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman, it's like this 2 Esdras 16 and 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son within 2 or 3 hours of her birth. Great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. So these things are going to continue to happen. All right, until this place is utterly destroyed. All right. So, I saw that article, about and there's just going to continue to be, deadly plagues and pestilences that are going to come upon this place. All right. But he said, I was just wanting to read really the two things that he said, keep them up at night. Hey, they're going to happen. So, and, the scriptures talk about, the day of Yahawah Yahawashi, to what end is it for you? Okay. So we continue to prophesy, the doom or the destruction of this place. All right. Matter of fact, let's see. What is that? 2 Esdras 7 and verse number 43. 2 Esdras chapter 7, verse 43 says, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past. All right. Why? It says, 2 Esdras chapter 6, verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay. So the end of Esau's rulership or his age becomes what? The beginning of Jacob's age, right? Starting with Yahawah Yahawashi. All right. That's what we're looking forward to. That's what we're prophesying of. All right. The end of Esau's rulership and the rise of Jacob, right? Starting with Yahawah Yahawashi. All right. So I just want to do this quick lesson, right? Hey, more doomsday prophecy. All right. And it's going to continue to happen. All right. So Lord's word is edifying. With that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Halal Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Peace and blessings to the elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad. A mighty shalom to the 144,000 men and to the rest of the elect. Stay diligent, stay focused. Keep praying for one another. Continue to prophesy. All right. The doom and destruction of Esau's world, man. Right? And the rise of Jacob, right? Starting with the elect, all right? And Yahawah Yahawashi, all right? And with that, we say, Abal, Shalom.